Millions chase the California dream. Now they're packing up and leaving it behind. Behind the golden beaches and glittering skylines lies a hard truth. The California housing market is cracking at its foundation. Prices are out of control, insurance is soaring, and affordability is in freefall. Cities that once symbolized success are now flashing red warning lights, the kind that say, "Don't buy here, not now." In this countdown, we're exposing the 10 worst cities to buy a home in California in 2025. From tech capitals to celebrity havens, these places are proving that sunshine doesn't always mean stability. Whether you're buying, renting, or investing, this is one video you can't afford to skip. Let's dive in. Los Angeles, city of dreams, luxury, and endless reinvention. But under that Hollywood shine, homeownership is buckling. In 2025, the median home price sits around $870,000, while the average household earns just $75,000 a year. That's not a gap, it's a canyon. Mortgage payments now top $4,200 a month, squeezing even the most determined buyers. Add in interest rates above 7%, and LA home ownership has become a financial chokehold. Even the city's charm is losing its pull. Since 2023, more than 32,000 residents have left Los Angeles, driven out by living costs, rising crime, and wildfire insurance premiums that have doubled in just 2 years. Luxury still glimmers in the hills, but for working families, the dream is fading. And if you think LA is bad, wait till you head north. Once the Bay Area's scrappy alternative to San Francisco, Oakland is now drowning in red flags. Median home prices hover above $720,000, but incomes barely reach $80,000. Over 30% of listings saw price cuts early this year, with homes sitting unsold for 2 months or more. But the real issue isn't just price, it's safety. Oakland ranks among the top 5 U.S. cities for property crime, with rising reports of carjackings, break-ins, and assaults driving thousands away. Insurance costs? Up 45% in 3 years, especially in hillside zones. What's left is a market filled with homes but short on buyers, and an affordability crisis with no fix in sight. Stockton once symbolized resilience, a city that bounced back after the 2008 crash. But in 2025, it's spiraling again. Median home prices sit near $480,000, while local incomes barely hit $66,000. That mismatch has turned ownership into a monthly tightrope walk. Nearly 30% of listings have cut prices, and foreclosures are up 17% from last year. Adjustable rate mortgages are resetting, inflation is biting, and household budgets are snapping. Add in Stockton's persistent crime problem, and confidence is slipping fast. The Central Valley dream is stretching thin, and the pop may be closer than anyone thinks. Sunshine, surf, the good life. San Diego sells the dream, but few can afford to live it. Median home prices are soaring past $850,000, while average income sits around $82,000. Families are spending more than 40% of their income just to stay housed, before taxes or insurance. Speaking of insurance, it's exploding. Wildfires, coastal erosion, and sea level rise have pushed premiums up over 50% since 2020. Some insurers have simply pulled out. In luxury markets and condo developments, listings are stacking up, price cuts, slow sales, and a population that's quietly slipping away. San Diego may still look like paradise, but for many, it's become an expensive mirage. Burbank, the sunny suburb of studios and stardom. But behind the cameras, the real story is brutal. Median home prices are near $1 million, and the average household income hasn't caught up, hovering under $90,000. Families are paying $4,500 a month for modest homes, while insurance spikes from wildfires and drought. Even once frenzied buyers are gone, replaced by empty listings and 10% price slashes. Wage growth is flat. Corporate layoffs are creeping in from the entertainment and tech sectors, and for the first time in decades, young families are leaving Burbank. The postcard image still shines, but underneath, the housing script has turned dark. Santa Cruz, surfers, artists, and oceanfront perfection. But in 2025, that charm comes at a backbreaking cost. The median home price, $1.22 million, average income, barely $85,000. That's one of the worst price-to-income ratios in America. Buyers here spend half their income on housing, if they can even get insured. Flood zones, rising seas, and wildfire risk have driven insurance costs up 40% since 2022. A quarter of listings have already dropped prices, and homes now sit twice as long on the market. Even lifelong locals are packing up, heading inland to escape financial suffocation. Santa Cruz remains beautiful, but in 2025, that beauty comes at a brutal cost. Few places are as stunning as Santa Barbara. Palm-lined streets, Spanish villas, ocean breezes. But the illusion of calm hides a storm beneath. The median home here costs nearly $1.5 million, while incomes average around $90,000. Even the wealthy are starting to worry. Listing times are up 60%, and 30% of homes have dropped prices this year. Wildfires, mudslides, drought. Insurance premiums now exceed $5,000 a year, and some hillside homes are losing coverage altogether. Over 8,000 residents, many working-class locals, have left in just 2 years. Restaurants, schools, and small businesses can't find staff. It still looks like paradise. But for buyers, it's a paradise that's slipping away. Palm Springs used to be a playground for the stars, a retreat of pools and palm trees. Now it's buckling under the heat, literally. Median home price, $675,000. Average income, $70,000. Last year brought 60 days over 110 degree Gauss, driving energy bills and insurance sky high. Droughts, wildfires, and water restrictions are making home ownership here a survival game. Overbuilding has led to 31% of homes cutting prices, with listings sitting for nearly 2 months. Palm Springs still sparkles in travel guides, but for homeowners, the heat is becoming unbearable, financially and physically. Where the redwoods meet the Pacific, Mendocino feels like a dream. But for homeowners, it's a logistical nightmare. Average home, $650,000. Average income, $60,000. That alone would hurt. But add wildfires, crumbling infrastructure, and power outages, and it's chaos wrapped in calm. Many insurers have pulled out, leaving homeowners paying nearly $5,000 a year just for coverage. Listings are piling up, and over 35% have dropped prices. It's peaceful, until the bills, the storms, and the fires remind you that paradise is fragile. San Francisco, the jewel of innovation. Now, it's unraveling. Median home price, $1.35 million. But demand has collapsed. Tech layoffs, remote work, and mass migration have hollowed out the city. Since 2021, over 50,000 people have left. Families, professionals, entire communities. Rents are dropping. Condos sit vacant. Crime is climbing. Even luxury towers can't find buyers. 1 in 3 homes now face price cuts. HOA fees can reach $800 a month. Insurance, $6,000 or more. San Francisco's prestige remains, but the prosperity that built it is fading fast. From Los Angeles to Mendocino, California's housing story isn't about a single city. It's about a state caught between beauty and bankruptcy. Everywhere you look, the pattern repeats. High cost, high risk, low reward. California isn't collapsing overnight. It's eroding one paycheck, one wildfire, one insurance notice at a time. So before you buy into the myth, look at the math, because in 2025, the Golden State's shine might just cost you everything. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit subscribe to BuzzFrame. We bring you truth, not hype, real data, real stories, and the insight you need to protect your wallet and your future.
essentials like healthcare, broadband, and schools remains limited. Roads are narrow and crumbling. Power outages during storms or heat waves, not uncommon. And then there's climate risk. Wildfires have become annual threats. Insurance costs have soared, with many homeowners paying $4,700 or more per year just to protect modest properties. Some carriers are pulling out altogether. The result? Listings are stagnating. This spring, 35% of homes in Mendocino had price drops, the highest rate in Northern California. Yes, Mendocino is peaceful. It's beautiful. But in 2025, it's a place where owning a home feels more like managing a survival outpost. If you're weighing where to plant roots, make sure you're rooted in facts. Tap subscribe to Discover the Nation for more housing market clarity. Number 1.
Number 1, San Francisco. San Francisco, the Golden Gate, the innovation capital, the city of startups, revolutions, and now slipping real estate dreams. In 2025, the median home price in San Francisco still hovers around a staggering $1.35 million. But the buzz is gone. Tech layoffs, shifting work-from-home dynamics, and mass migration have hollowed out demand. Since 2021, over 50,000 people have left the city. Professionals, families, entire zip codes thinning out. And what's left behind? Vacant units, slashed rents, and growing inventory. In Q1 2025, nearly 1 in 3 homes on the market had a price cut. But price isn't the only pressure. Property crime remains rampant. Neighborhoods once booming with nightlife and innovation feel deserted and frayed. Public transit systems are underfunded. HOA fees can exceed $1,800 per month. And insurance premiums now top $6,000 per year for many homeowners, sometimes more in earthquake or fire zones. Even the luxury market is unraveling. Developers are canceling projects, and multi-million-dollar homes are sitting on the market longer than ever before. San Francisco still carries prestige, but in 2025, buying here means accepting high cost, high risk, and deep uncertainty. If you've made it this far, do yourself a favor. Like this video and subscribe to Discover the Nation. We dig past the hype to deliver real stories, real data, and real value, so you can protect your wallet and plan your future with confidence.